Hey guys, Ghost here, Dave with another Destiny 2 weapon review. Today we're looking at another weapon that's brought to us in the brand new expansion known as Shadowkeep, and I am excited to bring it to you because the weapon we're looking at today is the first auto rifle I got my hands on, and it is the Arc Logic. So the Arc Logic is an energy auto rifle, and it is an adaptive frame 600 RPM. Adaptive frame 600 RPMs are the king of autos. So very excited to bring it to you guys. I got two barrel options, so we're rocking with chambered compensator. I got flared magwell or extended mag. It's got a 41 mag, so we're rocking flared. Moving target gives increased strafe speed while aiming down sights, so that's really nice for dueling. And Demolitionist is the key perk we're going to be taking a look at here today, because Demolitionist, when you throw a grenade, fully reloads the gun, and getting kills gives you good energy back. We're pairing it with the new exotic Storm Dancer's Brace, which on each successful kill increases our damage in Stormcaller. I have no idea how high it stacks, but I was able to stack it up to ×5 in the Crucible, and it was pretty nutty. So I got this weapon yesterday in my Hunter and actively chose to put it off a day before reviewing it, even though I love auto rifles and love bringing you the newest auto rifle news the second I can, because I wanted to be logical about this. I mean, come on, the gun's name is Arc Logic. It would be a crime if I didn't use it with arc webs. Put on top of that, beating the campaign gives you the new Stormcaller's Brace, and yeah, it's a really disgusting synergy. Demolitionist arc webs, you pretty much have 100% grenade uptime if you're using them correctly, and even if you're using them incorrectly, you have a lot of zone control. On top of that, when you finally get your Stormcaller Super, it's really good. The new exotic I've been very happy with. I had a feeling it was going to be good, and it lived up to the hype. It makes Stormcaller incredibly strong. I understand Crown of Tempest already increases the duration of it, but I'm going to go ahead and say the increased damage felt better than increased duration. It allowed me to mow down groups before they could kill me, and obviously Ionic Blink makes that really good. So, aside from all the synergies of this build, let's talk about how you get this weapon. For those of you who don't know, this is one of the Erismorn moon weapons. Copyright is pending. However, that pretty much means that you're going to need to get an essence. To get an essence, you just need to do activities on the moon, kill high value targets, just kill things, do public events, do patrols, do any of that, and randomly you'll get essences. The essence you're looking for is the essence of failure. Once you get said essence, you're going to need to get auto rifle kills, you're going to need to do activities on the moon, and you're going to need to find the barrel. You can find the barrel on the lunar battlegrounds where you first spawned in. It's on top of one of the buildings, and I'm sure if you can't find it, there's a million videos to help you here on YouTube, but once you get generally close, within like 60 meters, you'll have a little pop-up that leads you straight to it. So that's how you get this thing. But when you get this thing, what are you looking for? Obviously, like most weapons here in D2, for the perks, you're going to just want range. You want full bore, or you want hammer forged rifling, small bore, something like that, paired with accurized rounds. Those two things together, and you can't go wrong, because that is a huge increase to your range, and it makes this weapon feel a lot better. So, when it comes to the traits, though, we have some interesting rolls here. Obviously, number one, it can randomly roll overflow. When I talked about the Gnawing Hunger in two of my different videos, in the review of it and in the top 10, I talk about the fact that Gnawing Hunger is really strong because it has overflow. Overflow means picking up a special brick's going to double your mag size and instantly reload the gun to that doubled number. That's really good for an auto rifle, especially a 600. You just get to spray bullets for days. It's a really nice power fantasy, and it works really well in the Crucible for those who like to try and keep peeking, because they don't expect you to fire off 82 shots constantly. Other than that, the only two I can really recommend are Moving Target, because it makes dueling a lot easier. As you can see, I win a lot of my duels in this video because of Moving Target, and it's really nice. Or for a PvE role, or PvP as well, Subsistence. Subsistence recently got buffed, which means it no longer cuts your reserves down nearly as much, and you still get the auto reload portion of the mag on kills, so that's really good. As for the other trait slot, you're looking at really 2 perks, maybe 3. What you're looking for is either Demolitionist, because like I mentioned, Arc Logic, it's just logical to use arc webs with it. Rampage, because nobody's complaining about more damage is really nice. Pair that with something like Subsistence, and that's a really good roll. Or the third one that I'm saying you might want to look out for is Rangefinder. Rangefinder is kind of a wild card on auto rifles. We don't really see it very often, but it does give you increased zoom magnification and thus a much larger range stat. honestly, it might be able to duel with some pulses right now, like at their effective ranges. I'm not positive on that. Like I said, it's kind of a wild card. I'm just saying if you find Rangefinder on this thing, you shouldn't trash it. So to run that back a little bit smoother, what you're looking for is Hammerforged Rifling, Accurized Rounds with Subsistence Rampage, Moving Target Demolitionist, or Overflow in the place of either Subsistence or Moving Target. That's what you're looking for. Range Masterwork, Handling Masterwork, Stability Masterwork, Reload Speed Masterwork. Honestly, on an auto rifle, I feel like all of them are completely viable. A lot of people would just say go for the range, but I really wouldn't focus on the Masterwork too much. So now you know how to get it. Now you know what you might want on it. And now you're probably just wondering, well, how good is this gun actually? When you look at the base stats of this gun, and you compare them to the other relevant 600 in the energy slot, the Gnawing Hunger, the stats leave a little bit to be desired. They're across the board just a little bit worse than the Gnawing Hungers, but it's not the end of the world, trust me. When it comes to random rolls, you have a lot of unique rolls. Some that the Gnawing Hunger can get, some that it can't. Consider the fact that the Arc Logic is much easier to farm than the Gnawing Hunger, and that's reason alone to go ahead and get yourself one. Also compare it to the Kinetic 600 that's very good, the Ether Doctor. For those new to the channel, I will die on a hill about the Ether Doctor. It is arguably one of the best auto rifles in the game. Without question, that gun is incredible, and when you compare the stats of the Arc Logic to the Ether Doctor, they're almost the exact same across the board, including the recoil direction, so it feels exactly like an Ether Doctor. Seriously, the Arc Logic caught me off guard. I was like, okay, it's another 600 in the energy slot. We have Galliard, we have Gnawing Hunger. I'm used to using the Ether Doctor all the time. I was like, okay, it's just another one to throw in. But upon using it, and upon using it with Demolitionist and Arc Web, it just made sense. I guess that's why they call it the Arc Logic, but seriously, this gun is gnarly. It is incredible. It is tubular. It is whatever good adjective you want to give it, because it is amazing. In fact, the only adjective I use in this video to describe this gun that doesn't actually fit it is failure. Seriously, it bothers me. No, it is downright insulting that somebody sat down and said, let's put a gun this good behind the essence of failure. Well, knowing me, I saw an auto rifle, I went for it, I got it, and I saw nothing but success with it. I streamed for like 12 hours straight, and I eventually got into the Crucible with this gun, and I did nothing but go off with it. This was my first game with this gun after only using this gun in PvE, and I went on an absolute tear with it. Seriously, if you haven't got one, go out and get one, try it out, especially in the new changes in the Crucible. Hand cannons and pulse rifles have less range, which means auto rifles are a lot better now. Seriously, they're no longer a joke. Don't believe me? Get a Monte Carlo, get an Arc Logic, go into the Crucible, try it out for yourself before you just keep old opinions that are no longer relevant. And that's going to be it for me, guys. There's only a little bit of footage left. I'm going to go ahead and leave you with it. If this video helped you, or you just happen to like the gameplay, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, share the video with your friends, do whatever you want, follow me on any of my social medias down below, and most importantly, make sure to have yourself a great day.
Two for one. I could not ask for a better victory. You've got an armful of crests, and all the glory that goes with it.